Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host Chris Tices, and we are here with the brand new webcam that we have for the channel and all the stuff that we'll be doing in the future with it. And it's 8 years is a long time to get a new webcam for this YouTube channel, which has been amazing. And you can probably tell some differences in the quality of the webcam. You can see how the colors pop out more, I believe. You can see the background a little better. The lights turn up very nicely. Let's see if we can get this going. Yeah, that looks pretty nice too, doesn't it? And I've been spending a fair bit of time dealing with the settings and options. So this is, for those wondering, this is the face cam. Originally, this was going to cost me $300 at EB Games, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay $300 for a webcam. And then there was other places like JB Hi-Fi, which was $275, but I saw it on Amazon for $240 and thought that's a price that I would pay for, especially with all the features to it. You can tweak things with it with your Stream Deck, and it works seamlessly well and all that sort of exciting stuff, which is great. Where the Stream Cam, the Logitech one that I was thinking about getting, was something like $170, $180, and then they put it back up from that special price to something like $220, $230, and I'm like, well, there's only a $10 difference now, and I think that this camera is probably better. Not just the hardware in it, but the software and the tweaking you can do in terms of, you can do the zoom on it, you can do the contrast and saturation and sharpness, there's ISO, there's the shutter speed, white balancing, noise reduction, all that sort of fancy stuff that I don't know too much about. But I will be obviously learning all that sort of stuff now with this sort of thing. And you can do things like zooming in and out. So this is zoomed in a little bit by 20%. So if you zoom it out a bit, this is what the whole field of view is with the camera, which is pretty cool. But we center it a bit more in because you want to get rid of the sides. And I still think the quality of the camera still looks really good, even if it's in there. But of course, it can keep going. But obviously, the quality of the photo, it's a digital zoom instead of optical. It means it's not as good, right? So we go back to that, and it still looks fantastic. It's really nice. I still have to work out the settings for when I turn off the main light. So if I turn off the main light, for example, it looks a little funny and grainy, if you get what I mean, because the IRS number has gone straight up. It's trying to get more light into the camera. So I think I need to tweak the settings up. So this is we take off the main light when we do our live streams. Now, so it's something that I have to work on and make sure that it looks nice when we do our live streams. So I might keep the main light on for the time being, so it looks nicer and better. Oh. And we're back. And you might notice too that when we used to do our live streams with the old webcam, I wasn't as fluid. Maybe I used to stutter a little bit because, the lens wasn't as big and it's an 8-year-old webcam. So I used to stutter around, but now this is silky smooth 60 frames. See? You can see your hands. Looks a bit more detailed. Things like this. The color red really pops off, which looks lovely. See the white detail and things like that. Just looks really nice in terms of it shows off the color. It's more vibrant, more dynamic, I think. And to show you how the old camera looked, sort of comparing it, I would say. you can see this. We'll mute it. But you can see sort of the difference. You see even the Pikachu looks a brighter yellow, and see how it's sort of auto-focused, went a bit funny. And you see like everything in the background looks, it's not just it's blurred, but there's not as much detail. The color doesn't pop out as much. The Charizard looks nicer. The Pokeball looks nicer. The Pikachu has a brighter yellow to it. And just everything just looks nicer. Even I look nicer. How can webcams do that? It's crazy. But you can see like the big difference between the way the old cam used to work, because that's in 30 frames. So it didn't look as nice, right? And we needed something that would look good, looked more professional, and I think that we've done a good job with that now. I'm very, very satisfied with the old face cam. So I think it's something that's done a good thing. So I'm very happy with the webcam. This was one of the big buys that we wanted to make this year, apart from the graphics card and extra couple sticks of RAM. But yeah, it's fantastic, and big thanks to everyone who's been, YouTube membership and donations and watching the videos, because that helps with the ads and getting us more YouTube dollars to help out with getting this webcam and all the other stuff from last year too. But after 8 years, I don't think you've ever seen this, but maybe many years ago, but this was the webcam that we had for 8 years. The classic Logitech C920. He will be retired off. I mean, you could keep it as a second webcam, and do a setup like that, but I think I would prefer, if I wanted to go down that route, would be to just get a second face cam, or even get a 4K one, which the price is pretty blown out, but that could future-proof yourself in the future, right? But we're just going to stick to one good, really nice webcam and keep it to that, because we stream games. It's not like we do really crazy stuff here. But yes, this old thing, the old cord, this is still here, this thing. But after 8 years, it's amazing how this thing has provided probably nearly 3,000 videos, hundreds of live streams. It has been around since 2015. Originally, the product was released in 2012, 11 years old now. But for an 8-year-old webcam, I think it served its purpose pretty well after a few thousand videos for a couple $100 I think I paid for it. But it's time to retire it and say see you later on. But yeah, wow. It's been a long time, but now we've got something that is much better in terms of camera quality and stuff like that. So I'm very happy about it. Finally, to get rid of this old webcam, which I think was holding back the stream, especially 60 frames. We couldn't do it with a 30 frame webcam, right? So that can now be put away, and we can move on with the next generation of webcams, which is going to be fantastic. So I just like everything's very fluid. Like there's no stuttering, the colors look great, and I'll keep tweaking with the camera, trying to make it look better. I'll work with people who actually know what they're doing with cameras, and it should be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be good, and hopefully you enjoy this new camera quality and 60 frame video games. Yeah, pretty cool, silky smooth stuff. It's gonna look really, really nice. The first stream, but we do have a Nintendo Direct to get to, so you get to see me like this, so it'll be great. So a big thanks to everyone who has been watching my streams over the past 8 years, and especially the last year or two, watching the ads, donating money, YouTube members, who we got 3 or 4 of them. It's all helped get this camera and get this PC and all that sort of stuff. So big thanks to everyone. And keep watching, because I guess it's only the beginning. Hey, we've got this great new tech and we're going to be using it for some great, awesome projects. So who knows what will happen, but we're going to be streaming some very cool games in the future. So that is it for me, and I shall see you next time on this new webcam.